Jake Robert Culotta.
And your date of birth?
June the 3rd, 1921.
So you just had a birthday recently. Did you have a party?
Ever what?
Did you have a party for your birthday last month?
No.
Pop, yes you did. Don't you remember you were on the front porch and we had signs in the yard?
I had a horse or whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't a pony.
No. Did you have a party for your 99th birthday? Party.
I thought you said pony.
You had a big party.
Yeah.
We had a big party. You remember?
Okay. I don't remember being.
We had the signs in the front yard.
Oh.
And then you were on the front porch.
Yeah.
And everybody was out there and we took pictures. And we brought your cake and your dinner.
Yeah. I don't have a good memory, but it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened.
Hey, where did you grow up? Where were you born?
June the 3rd, 1921.
Where?
Where were you born, Pop?
I was born in Birmingham. Here.
Okay. And where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school at Phillips.
Okay. All right, gotcha. And you finished at Phillips, and then what did you do?
I went to war.
How did that come about?
That was World War II.
Did you enlist?
Huh?
Did you enlist?
I was in the National Guard, and they mobilized. I enlist, yeah.
Okay.
That's what you call enlist.
What was the National Guard like?
Huh?
What was the National Guard? What did you do in the National Guard?
I was a mortar observer.
Oh.
I observed fire on the enemy with a mortar.
Yeah.
You know what a mortar is?
You directed where to go.
It's
where to fire.
The shell would go to the target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had to tell them where.
Huh?
You had to tell them where to go.
I went to Europe. I was in the Philippines, and I was in a couple of islands, you know. I saw plenty of action. I didn't care to see any more.
I'm sure. What was your job in the National Guard?
What I was doing?
Yeah.
In the National Guard, what was your job in the National Guard?
I was a mortar observer.
Okay.
That was in the National Guard.
A mortar observer is a guy that sees a shell fall, and if it's off the target, try to put it on the target.
I got you. Yeah.
And I'll call back and tell them what to do, and they'll move the gun like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And fire it.
Okay.
And then when I hit the target, we go to the next one. Whoever will ask for it. I was open for the whole battalion. In other words, any man in the battalion can call me. Say, hey, I need mortar fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will set the gun up. I didn't set the gun up. I call and get it set up, and we got certain ones that did certain jobs, and we get it done in a hurry. And we'll continue that to the end of the battle. And it's a situation where if you don't hit the target, the guys will kick your ass.
I bet.
I call it kicking ass.
Do you remember what unit you served with?
Do what?
What unit you served with in the Army? Wait, Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, was
Unit? What unit were you in? In the Army?
Company M.
Okay.
Company M in the 3rd Battalion.
Okay. Very
That's
good.
heavy weapons company. Machine guns
Yeah.
and mortar. And I was in the mortar. I was in charge of a section. 2 guns.
Now, when did you go to Europe?
To do it.
When
Did you go
when
to
they
Eu-
asked for it.
When did you go to Europe, Pop? Europe. When did you go to Europe?
I didn't go to Europe.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. All right.
I
So when did you
Oh.
go to the Philippines? Is that where you went first? Was the
Yeah.
Philippines?
The Philippines I went for.
Yeah.
My bad.
I was in
he
the
said
I was
that.
in the
You're-
Pacific, and that's in the islands.
Oh, okay. I got confused.
But no.
I mean, I don't care for no publicity.
Pop, but you were supposed to go to the Europe, right? And you
Yeah.
trained for Europe,
Oh,
and then
Right,
they
right,
switched
right.
you.
I see.
They
I
switched
see.
them.
After they bombed Pearl Harbor.
They got to where they didn't need much in Europe
Mm-hmm.
because they got a lot of help. Spain, France.
Yeah. So you went to the Pacific Theater,
I went to the Pacific.
and do you remember how you got there?
I swam underwater.
Well, that's
I
one way.
got there by boat.
Okay.
It was by, let's see. Yeah, I didn't fly there, that's for sure.
It
Yeah.
was a ship.
That's like a troop ship.
It was,
A troop ship.
yeah.
And what islands did you go to?
I went to the Mindanao
Okay. Philippines.
in Philippines. That's,
Where else did we
well,
go
I don't
to?
remember all those damn islands, you know.
There was one that started with
But that's
a G.
it. I
A
didn't,
G.
Didn't you go to another island, Pop? Started with a G? I can't think.
Guadalcanal.
Were you at Guadalcanal?
right now I can't think.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. I can't remember either.
You know, listen, I'm 100 years old and I'm forgetting stuff.
Yeah.
I think I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
And so,
He's in his 100th
it's not
year.
important,
No, it's not important.
but they can read my history,
That's right.
Army history.
Yeah.
It,
We do have
it
that.
tells you every damn thing I did, I
Oh.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
At
good.
least
Yeah. If you have something
I
written
turned
down.
it in to be
I'll look and see.
printed,
about
you
that.
know. It's not. I fought in the war. That's for damn sure.
Mhm.
That's the only thing you can put down there. That I fought in the damn Pacific.
Yeah, and that's very commendable, and that's why I'm here. Just want to say thank you for your service.
Yeah. I think about the guys that got killed. That's the only thing I think that you know, that I think about sometimes.
I know it's hard.
Yeah, the guys I knew used to sit around and talk, play cards,
Yeah.
you know, and some of them got killed, and I could have been one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell them, I used to warn them. I was a section sergeant, and I drilled the hell out of them. I mean, not drill them, walk them. Well, I didn't do that. But what I mean about the damn war. I used to try to get them to do the right things and don't cut corners.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cutting corners sometimes and trying to save time, you lose money, right?
Or lose your life.
So, anyway.
Do you remember some of your friends that you served with?
You know, it's hard for me to remember those names because some of those names were just with me maybe 3 or 4 days. Anyway, war is something I don't care to ever talk about. I don't know how in the hell I'm getting into this. But I don't really care to talk about the Northern War. It's past. And there was a lot of killing in it. Guys killing each other. We used to get in a battle, a small skirmish, fight till the other side had to get out or get all killed. Sometimes we've killed the whole bunch, the whole patrol. 8, 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
Kill every one of them. Let's see, that ain't anything to talk about, brag about.
Was it close combat?
Huh?
Was it really close combat that you were?
Close combat? Were you close to the others, to the enemy? Were you close?
Oh, yeah, it was on the line. Yeah. It's a war is really a sad thing to get into. I mean, personally, I think it's, you know, some guys, they anxious to get in, you know, and then when they're talking and raising heck, you know, and then when you see them coming back, going, they talking, you know, raising heck, and then coming back, you don't hear a word, not a sound from them. What they went through wasn't good enough to talk about. That's a war. A war is really for the guy. It's a sad thing. And a lot of people say, hey, never talk about it. My husband was in there and he fighting and all that, and he won't tell me nothing. Well, he ain't got nothing to tell. What he'd tell, she wouldn't want to hear. I mean, she's sorry she heard it. You get it? Mm-hmm. You know guys that wouldn't talk?
Mm-hmm.
They won't talk. Those are the guys that got some bad memories. You listen to something that they say, the ones that don't talk. That's it's really a sad thing, the damn war. Young guys killing each other.
How do you think you made it through?
See what?
How do you think you made it through the war?
How did you come home? How do you think you made it through the war?
How did I make it? I made it through. I'm just lucky. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I killed a bunch of guys because I just can't. I don't talk about the dead. But I was in battle many times. Many times. One time I was in a fight and I was the only one alive. Come out alive.
Really?
And I wondered. Yeah. There's two guys on one side on that patrol and one guy on this side. That one guy was me, and those two guys were after my tail because that was the end of it. It was patrols hitting patrols. And so that was the end of that. I went home. I got home. That's it. I don't, but you know, the guys that you don't even, they won't even tell it. I notice when some guys tell a story, they take a lot out. I can tell by saying I was there, but I wasn't there fighting. I know what the hell they do in fighting. They have to crawl, they have to do a lot of damn things. But there's one thing they got to do, and they got to look through that rifle or whatever they got to kill with and kill the other guy, or he'll kill him. That's the way that stands. It's nothing to talk about.
You're asking.
I mean, I don't really
Ask
care to
him
talk about it.
Hey, Dad, tell him, did you ever look in the face of the dead soldiers?
Huh?
Did you ever look in the face of the dead soldiers?
Well, I try not to, but sometimes I did see who got killed. And with me, it's not it's fighting. It's nothing to brag about.
No, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question. Since you're almost 100 years old, do you have any advice for younger generations?
I'm 99 years old. 99.
Do you have any advice for younger people today?
Live good. Help each other out. Always do for somebody else. That's the only way to live. Do for others. Live with the feeling that you've helped.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I think is the best way to live. And that's never take that don't belong to you. And never steal. It's a situation where to just be, period, honest. I've always, I had a mother that used to say, don't take nothing that don't belong to you. Don't take nothing that don't belong to you that you don't buy yourself. She used to say that when I was young, I remember. All the time. And I was attempting to take something, just pass away. I never did do any dishonest stuff. And you know what? Paid off because I'm an old man and I'm happy. As an old man. An old man have to live his life all over again when he gets old. If he does something wrong, if feels like he's done something wrong. He thinks about it all the time. If he hurt somebody, thinks about it all the time. It's right there. Yeah. You don't. You just got to live honest. That's all I can say. You got to live honest. I know damn well they'd kill me. But I could kill him easy. But because maybe he was reading a letter or something like that, I couldn't do it. I never did. And some guys say, I caught him reading a letter and got him right between the eyes. I never could say that. Because I just could not just kill. Although he's an enemy and it's a war and all, but that period, that point, I can't kill him. I'll wait till he grabs his rifle and move around, and then do my shooting. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
You do?
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.